So guys, if you're someone who procrastinates from exercise, from doing your book work, from chores to, just even getting out of bed on a Sunday and getting out of those PJs, this can be a few little tips that can help with you with that. So the stereotype between procrastination is somewhere between laziness or incompetence. So luckily, procrastination has nothing to do with either of those. So I'm happy to tell you that. It's basically a struggle between two areas of your brain. So if we look at the two areas, the first one being your limbic system, which is one of your more dominant areas of your brain, and it evolves quite early in the evolutionary process. And now it's responsible for things like memory, emotion, reinforcing behavior. The second one that it butts heads with and has a bit of a fight against is your prefrontal cortex, which is one of your more newer and less dominant areas of your brain. That's responsible for like planning and decision making, and as well as a whole host of other components. So when these two butt heads, it can be basically thought of as a fight between your current self and your future self. So your limbic system is rewarding you for continuing to sit on the couch, because that's essentially a good thing for you, where your prefrontal cortex is trying to get you up and doing all those chores that you want to do. So you get a bit of a fight between that. Normally, the dominant limbic system wins. So that's where it becomes really hard to actually get up and do those activities, because you've got this dominant portion of your brain telling you don't, just sit and enjoy. So something that can help our future self beat our current self and get us up and moving and doing things is, the first one is called the 2-minute rule. It's pretty well documented in a lot of psychological studies. Essentially, it just means that if you're sitting on the couch and you're thinking, oh, I gotta do this, stop and think to yourself, is it more or less than 2 minutes? If it's less than 2 minutes, get up and do it straight away. If it's more than 2 minutes, make a plan. So some ways in which you can make a plan is to complete the worst thing first. You can take big chunks of whatever you're doing, your plan, and cut it down into smaller sections. That way you're not doing a huge, overwhelming task at once, you're breaking it down into smaller stuff. The other thing you can do is work in public. A lot of people take their laptops and go and sit in a cafe, and they find that's a really good way to actually get a whole lot of tasks done. And the last one is give yourself a reward, which is one of the best ones we can do. So these are just a few things that you can do that can help you overcome procrastination. Hope it's helpful. If you've got any other little tips or tricks, post so everyone can see them. Thanks guys, hope it helps.